Hurricane Dorian made a tremendous landfall on the Bahamas a few hours ago with winds of 185 miles per hour sustained and a pressure of 911 millibars, gusting with winds of 220 miles per hour. On the CDPS scale, on Great Abaco Island right now, it is a stage 10. That's the highest possible stage on the CDPS, the Cyclone Destruction Potential scale. Expected damage on the island is expected to be extreme and total complete. Its current position right now is at 26.6 north, 77.1 degrees west. This is as of 3 p.m. Eastern Time this September 1st. The storm is going to continue towards the west-northwest over the next few hours and slow down. It's 6 miles from Marsh Harbor, 96 from Freeport, 182 from West Palm Beach, Florida, 293 from Orlando, and 377 from Jacksonville. This storm is tied as the strongest storm landfall in the Atlantic Basin on record. Hurricane warning for the northwestern Bahamas, a hurricane watch for Andros Island and Deerfield Beach to the Volusia-Brevard County line. Tropical storm watches and warnings also in effect for parts of eastern Florida. Looking at the forecast models over the next few days, you can see that real large train of rainfall that will be moving up through the US East Coast over the next 5 days. Pink areas denoting areas of 3 inches or higher. Along with this massive landfall that has just occurred, 30 inches of rain are expected on the northernmost Bahamas Islands, along with a 23-foot storm surge. Sea surface temperatures around the storm are 29 degrees Celsius, which means that weakening will be slow to occur. On the model runs, you can see the GFS taking it through those islands initially. The National Hurricane Center think it will be a Category 5 all the way up until tomorrow night, until starting to weaken below that threshold and then progressing towards the north, and could affect the United States East Coast with hurricane-force winds anywhere from West Palm Beach, Florida to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. At the moment, the GFS model is calling for a landfall just to the northeast of Wilmington, near Jacksonville, North Carolina, as a minimal to moderate hurricane. It could still move out to sea at that point, but strong winds will be felt all along the coast. Chances of tropical storm force winds are as follows: 99% at Treasure Key, 93% at West Palm Beach, 91% at Melbourne, 60% at Jacksonville, and 61% at Charleston. The models showing this, they still haven't really caught up with the storm's actual intensity, but they do expect weakening from here on in. Wind shear is going to be low to moderate, 10 to 15 knots over the next 4 days, before starting to rise significantly. Sea surface temperatures will never be an issue for this storm until it easily passes the US coast. Relative humidity levels remain fairly decent. Latest satellite imagery of the storm shows an amazing structure around the eye. I think it's grown quite a bit as well in recent images, and you can just see how it's managed to intensify, not just to Category 5, but to 185 miles per hour. That's sustained winds again, with higher gusts up to 220 miles per hour, a storm surge of 23 feet, rainfall of up to 30 inches. Those islands are getting completely trashed at this time. Landfall occurred not so long ago, and with an expected slowdown of this storm over the next few hours and days, it could be lingering near Grand Bahama for 2 days. Near this intensity as well. Hopefully the storm does something we don't expect again for the better and weakens, but at the moment we are looking at Category 5 conditions for quite some time yet. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's at Force 13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. You can see more information about all the benefits involved by visiting patreon.com/Force13. With a special thanks to these people for being our most valued patrons this month: You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colours wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.